In this Superdense review, I'm going to show you everything you need to know about this app. If you have any questions, please comment them below, and I'll also leave a discounted link so you can always get your money's worth for Superdense. Superdense lets you organise all your bookmarks across every browser using just one homepage. Once you log in to Superdense, you come over here to the homepage. This has obviously created my custom homepage here, and it's separated all our bookmarks. So we first got social, which has got Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Gmail, and SoundCloud. We then have dev, which has GitLab and Versal and more, as well as TechStart, which has Stripe and other apps. Now to add a new bookmark, you can click on the plus. It obviously depends on the category, so say if we wanted to add one to social, we could click on the plus and we could then add a website URL. So if I added WordPress, clicked on enter, and then WordPress will show there. Now we do have some menu options next to social. We've got toggle public, where you can toggle public. We could delete this section, we could edit it, or change space. So if I went on edit, then you could edit the name to whatever you want. If you wanted it to change categories or call it something else, then you could just type on here. You can also change the space. Now we only have our one space, which is home, but if you have multiple, you could change between them. To add a new category, we could click on the plus category and we could enter a category name. So I could call it shopping, and we could add, for example, Amazon, I could add eBay, and I could add Etsy. We could create another category, I could call it movies, or I could add Netflix, I could add IMDb, and I could add IndieWire as well. And you can keep going ahead and adding more categories. Obviously, I suppose the aim is for this to be as organised as possible, and then you've got each category for whatever bookmark you're looking for. Now we do have some options at the top. If we click on the little menu there, we could first change our name. So it's currently called home. I could call it important bookmarks. We could get that updated, and that's changed there. You could also toggle whether this is public or not. So if this is public, then we could click on the link and that will take us over to a web page. Then alternatively, if you didn't want it public, you could just untick that. Now we can also add a new space. We could name our space bookmarks 2, click on save, and this will create another space. Now we've got 2 spaces. And we could add a brand new set of categories and add more bookmarks if we wanted the two to be separate. Now obviously with the bookmarks, you can literally just click on the link and that will take you over to whichever section you want to go to. If you wanted to just go to Google, you can click on there and this will take you over to Google. If you want to go over to Facebook, you click Facebook, etc. Now in the bottom right hand corner, we also have an edit section. If we click onto here, then you can edit this whole space. Now, say if you wanted to delete any sections, you could click on delete, and that will delete that section. We could also move things around, so if you wanted shopping at the top, we can move that there. Social media could be at the bottom, etc. You also have the option of adding a column, so we could add a column there, click on save, and then as we can see, we've got that little category section there, and we could have more columns going down this way, just so it looks a little bit more neater. As well as this, if we also wanted to make our page a little bit neater, we could go on menu, and straight away we do have a dark mode, or we could turn dark mode off if you preferred it like this. I'm going to leave that on. But if we go on to settings, we have account, which is our general account. We have data, where we could import a CSV or HTML file if we wanted to move all our bookmarks over. Say if we had our bookmarks on Chrome, we could move these over. Then alternatively, you can export your bookmarks. But what I really wanted to show you was if we go onto design, we have the option of uploading a new background. So you can choose your size. We could go for 24, go on select new background. Now you could upload a background from your computer, or we could search for a background on Unsplash. And as well as this, there is also the option to just have colours. If you wanted just a standard colour or a kind of gradient, you could have that as well. Say if we wanted a beach, could click on there, and boom, this is now our background. You could also change the look of your page with a custom CSS, and the custom styling will be applied to both your main app page and your public page. And then below there we also have actions, where you can set it to open links in the same tab. Next to design, if we just go back quickly, we can now see that our page has been completely updated and we've got this nice beach background. Next to design, we have team, where we could add team members. We also have our branding, where we could set our branding, and also our subscription, where we can manage our subscription. You can keep adding your bookmarks and segregating them into different categories, and then if you wanted to turn it on public, if you click on the link and your public page is here. And that's pretty much everything. So what did I think of Superdense? Well, this was a slightly shorter review because Superdense was so simple to use. It was really straightforward to add bookmarks and separate them into different categories. It's also great that you could import in your bookmarks. This was really handy. And to top it off, I think it's really fantastic that you could upload your own background image. Overall, I would definitely recommend Superdense. Thanks very much, and I'll see you next time.